Yo, what is up guys? So guys, so another day so far. So back on F122, as you can see, doing another multiplayer video this time around. This is part 2 of the 5 Napper Championship. So I have done the first one, so make sure you check it out before you watch this one, because you'll see what happened after when I'm doing it right now. So the first race is at Japan. Still 5 laps as usual. Kind of almost in a tag, but luckily I managed to recover from there. But not too bad. But one guy's got spun, so that puts me to kind of dead last, but I still managed to recover from that spin from there. So this is race 5 of this championship, where we left off in the previously one in part 1. So this is kind of part 2. So this is the last 4 races. Like I did a while ago when I did the first 4 races, last 4 races. So yeah, so similar to this, but this is a F2 championship in a 5-Napper championship. So in F2 cars. Still using F2 cars as usual. So where we left off in the same lobby with some people I know very well. Some people I do, some people are kind of new. Some people I do know, some people I know very well. And also some good, fast, average drivers in there as well at the same time. So coming towards the spoon curve, not too bad, but I went a little bit wide, but got me a warning. Kind of a bit harsh there, but fair enough. So you move on from there. So I'm kind of always in the top 10, so not a bad average, okay first lap. So I'm still in the, at least I'm still in the race though, that's the main thing. So yeah, so I have seen part 1, so you'll be in the top of the cards somewhere on the video, so you can check it out anytime you want. You can pause the video, you can exit to that, or other videos as well, or something like the time trial video I did on Monday 2 days ago. I did one at Netherlands, so you make sure you check it out as well. So it'll be on there at the end of the screen or something like that, or something like that. This bit in the first sector was kind of close. 2 of them have spun, so that puts me into P9. It's a good battle for, I'm guessing P5 and P3 up the road. Mr. Righty, M1 Mighty, getting that name wrong, my apologies. Made a mistake there, so that puts me to P8 by the end of the first sector. Got my second warning already, so I need to be careful in this one. So if I get another warning, I'll get a 2-second penalty. So you don't want that in a championship, or a lead race, a 5-lap race, or fighting for the championship and all that. So I'm just trying to follow these guys, trying to be patient, and then hopefully I have a chance for points in the championship in this race. And then this bit was kind of a awkward one, because I managed to get past 2 people. Walcott had a really good exit, so I was trying to use his toe, but luckily it's working. So I went around the outside at R30R, managed to get ahead of him. As I'm coming towards chicane, this guy tagged me there for no reason. And then I spun him around by accident, so can't remember his name, so apologies for that. That was definitely my fault. This guy, he shouldn't have done that at all. He should have waited at turn 1, I don't know. Should have waited at turn 1 or something, but he just tagged me at the chicane for no reason on my right rear. I mean, I was right behind Walker, and then I would have been P6 by now if it wasn't for that. Oh well, that's what happens. That's what happens in these races. So when you're playing online, you get tagged, you get hit, you get brake tests, or you get spun around by an idiot. Or I'm not sure he was an idiot, but maybe he just think there was a chance there or something. Anyway, that's what happens. So you move on from there, and then luckily I'm still in the top 10 in these points. So at the hairpin right now, in the middle sector, still trying to hold on to stay in the top 10, because I need the points for the championship. maybe not for the championship, but maybe like best of the rest, maybe. That's kind of what I was aiming for. So I'm kind of on target at the moment. I'm already at halfway in this championship, so in this 5 Napper championship, only halfway, so we're on race 5, but it's not too bad at the moment. So I was feeling okay at this point on that 3, just trying to forget about what happened in Napa Go when someone got tagged me there at the chicane in the 3rd sector. So coming towards the end of that 3, managed to get the DRS zone from P7. Well, I can't remember his... sorry about his name. I can't remember his name, so my apologies. Well, I got the DRS from this guy, just trying to pull me along, and then go from there. That guy up ahead of me went a little bit wide at turn 2. I think that was Nazy, but Tannant went wide there, so... I mean, went wide there at turn 2 in the 1st sector. On that 4 right now. Through the 1st sectors nicely, just trying to be careful with the curves, because the curves are very, very tricky around Japan. If you touch them, you catch them out. Like at Sanford, Hungary, later on in the Fidno, in the last race, so that as well. It's very tricky to avoid them in that. I'm trying to think, I was going to go for the inside at the hairpin, but he managed to hold on and not bad from there. Got a warning there, but luckily it wasn't a penalty, so I was fine with that. Just trying... I've got a chance with P6 on the road. Well, he's got a 2-second penalty, so I might have a chance with P6 here, if I get past these two nicely. I mean, the toe is not too bad than it was on F1 in F1 22 cars. In F2, you do get bare toe, so not too bad with DRS and all that. So he's a little bit bigger than F2 cars. So I had a look here at the chicane. Thought there was a chance, but it turns out I didn't. I still got the DRS from this guy, so I thought I had a chance at turn 1. Much better than F1 22 cars, because if you look at the toe, I managed to gain a little bit, but he's got DRS as well. If he hasn't got DRS, I would have got him, but it's fine. So I decided to back out. Renzo went a bit wide, so he managed to get P6. Now I've got to try. I might have a chance with P7 here. And then I thought I had a chance here, and then suddenly we got both tagged. And then I got into a 360. So that was definitely my fault there. And I got a 2-second penalty for collision. And that was a bit harsh for me. I mean, the contact was definitely my fault. But for Mr. Righty, a contact was a 2-second penalty. It wasn't even my fault. So yeah, so I paid the price. So it was definitely my fault there. So my apologies for Henzo there for tagging in the 1st sector. So definitely my fault there. I thought there was an opportunity, but yeah, so I just tagged him. So that was definitely my bad. At least I didn't get a penalty for that. That's the main thing. So I finished P11 in Japan. Well, didn't get any points in that race, like I did at Silverstone in the 3rd race. So no points in this one. Yeah, I just paid the price. So you just move on from there. So I'm just going to move on, forget about what just happened. And then this is the results and standings right now. I'm still in the top 10 in the standings, so it's quite close for P3 and the championship leader by 1 point from Psycho and Rosie. That's his name, so my apologies for getting that wrong. Fighting for the championship, fighting for P3 on the best of the rest. As we move on to race 6, race 2 of the day at USA for this one. Managed to get an okay start. Managed to get 2 places at the start, not too bad. Started to go around the outside. Hope I don't get tagged, but lucky I didn't. Lucky he got me space. Down towards turn 2 and the 1st sector. Trying to be careful through here. And then I got hit by Walcott, banging wheels there, so I think he got spun there. So I'm not sure that was my fault there, but luckily it was okay. So it was just, I just call it an incident really, so at least that's fine by me. As we move on to the middle sector, I think there's like 3 people got spun right in front of me. Yep, 3 people got spun. That puts me to P7. Coming towards the hairpin, I got hit by someone when I was braking normally, I got hit by someone, but I don't know who it was, but I braked normally, but someone maybe braked too late and then they forgot to brake into me. So I'm still in P8, so I'm in the points, so that's kind of what I need. It was 3 wide going here at turn 12, so it's 3 wide at turn 13, so close battle there. Managed to hold on from 98 for P8. Coming towards you here, those who got, well, tangled, and I got hit from that guy, can't remember his name for P8. My apologies, getting the name wrong. He's very a quick driver, so he's still behind me, so I'm not sure what happened there. Then he made a mistake in the turn 19, I think, and then he got DNF'd in that race, so I'm not sure it was my fault, but luckily it wasn't. So, because I asked them in the chat, or party where it's called, I asked them, is it my fault? Because I didn't mean to hit him in the back, because they both stopped when I was turning and trying to get a good exit, but it turns out they stopped. So I didn't mean to hit him in the back, and it turns out it wasn't my fault, so I was okay with it. I just caught it an instant, really, so at least it wasn't my fault. Got my warning there, so my first warning of the race, but luckily it wasn't on that one. I'm in P6 at the moment, so not too bad. I did lift off a little bit, make sure I don't go too wide. So there's a good battle here for P3 up the road. So if I get close enough, I'll be alright. So not doing too bad around USA at Circuit Americas for this one. So, and also Circuit Americas is the next race on the calendar. So on the F122 calendar. Well, the championship's already won by Max Verstappen at Japan in the last race 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, he did deserve the championship. Since the summer break at Spa, since the Spa break after Hungary into Spa, and then he won a race at Spa and a home race at Netherlands at his home track at Zandvoort. Yeah, I know he's going to be champion by after Monza or maybe Japan. I know he's going to be champion this year. So I knew it could be him, it could be Charles Leclerc after 3 races at Australia. I thought he was going to be champion, but it turns out he keeps making mistakes. The teams, engines issues, like that, and also pit stops as well. So, yeah, could it get worse for Ferrari for this year? Could he have tried again next year in 23 or 2023 season? I know he'll be champion one day, but he just needs to fix the reliability and also a little bit more power into that Ferrari, because they are good in the corners. They are really good in the corners, but not on the straights like Red Bull are. They're really good on the straights. So and also need to fix the reliability as well. So hopefully they don't have issues in the race like Spain and Baku and all that with a DNF. It's fine. He'll definitely be champion one day. So 100% for sure. Because I knew he'll be champion one day, like Max Verstappen did a few years ago when he was in Red Bull, and I know he will be champion one day for Ferrari one day as well, like that. So yeah, so Max deserved the championship this year for the 2nd time. So yeah, he deserved it this year. Like that. So yeah, Circuit Americas is the next race on the calendar. What we're doing right now, so. For this weekend. So this is all about having fun, and it's all about teams now, getting the most points, more prize money, and then points means prizes in these races. So like that. So that's what it is. So as we move on to Nat 4, Lazy but Talent went wide twice at turn 12, and he went wide again at turn 1. I'm not sure he went wide there, but I think he went wide at turn 12 a few times now. I think it's about twice now he went wide. And then this guy who got spun on that one just overtook me at turn 1, so I know he's quick. So I thought if I let him through, I don't have to worry about fighting that much. So I can use his DRS and then he can pull me along. He is fighting for the championship though, so I thought, okay, there's no point fighting him, so I might just let him through and then follow him so I can get the points for the championship. So I was just trying to get in his DRS, but luckily I did on that 4. So not too bad. I might have a chance for P5, but turns out P6 is the answer if it stays like this. The first 4 are gone straight away. You can see them up ahead at turn 13 right now. You can still see them up ahead, bang for P2 on the road through the middle, through the 3rd sector, side by side for these two guys. So he's trying to do a switchback, and he managed to get a 2-second penalty for cutting the corner. So I thought, okay, not alright. I can just stay behind him, and I'll be alright. So I'll just try and get through the long right-hander at turn 18. Be careful at turn 19. Make sure you don't go too wide. I've got 2 warnings so far, so I don't want to get another warning like I did at Japan. But apart from the contact warning for a penalty, makes no sense. So I've got the DRS on this guy, still in his DRS. As we come towards turn 1 on the exit right now, this guy made a mistake, and that puts me into P6. So I'll take that all day. So all I have to do now is finish the race. It's all about finishing the race. So that's what I need to do. Get in the points, and I should be fine from there. And then this guy right behind me, I think that's his teammate. He's in his DRS zone. So luckily it's the last lap. So if it was 1 more, 2 more laps, he would have got me. So like that. I'm not sure I'm in his DRS, but it turns out I'm not. No, I don't have DRS, but he has in P7, so I have to make sure I mean, I think he's too far back to get this, so he's fine. Time I got to turn 12. So what I have to do is make sure I can get a 2-second penalty, and I should be fine from there. Through the 3rd sector now, the final time. Just trying to be careful, hoping he doesn't go for a switchback. He decided to go for the move at the, well, at this turn, but luckily, not a few attempts, but luckily, I didn't get a warning for that, for contact. And then as we come through turn 19, he's got a 2-second penalty. I think he went a bit wide there, I'm not really sure. So at the end of the race, I finished P6 on the road. Cycle with the fastest lap. He's got the fastest lap. And I finished P6 on the road. A little bit better than what I did at Japan and Silverstone in race 3. So yeah, so I'll take P6 around USA. So not too bad. And then that guy finished P3. So because those guys had penalties. So yeah, so fair play to him from that spin. As we look at the standings right now, I moved up to P4 in the standings, so not too bad. So it looks like I'm fighting for P4 instead of P3. It looks like I'm fighting for best of the rest now in the standings, in the teams, championship standings. Drivers, I mean, not team standings. As we move on to the next race at Bahrain for race 7, race 3 of this Vidno, race 7 right now of this championship. Got an okay start, managed to get 2 places at the start. Just trying to go in the middle, trying to go offensive. This guy just dive bombed, so I gave him space. Luckily I managed to get through here nicely, and then a bit of carnage, but luckily I got through there nicely, so not too bad. As coming towards turn 4, just trying to be careful through here, so not too bad. So just trying to be patient through the first, well, middle sector now. He went a little bit wide, luckily decided to go around the outside at turn 8. Trying to get a good traction. I think I managed to get 8th there. So just trying to be careful through turn 10. Luckily it's not too bad. Trying to get an okay exit, but luckily not too bad. So I'm in P8 at the end of that, well, the end of the middle sector. So a little bit wide there at turn 11, but luckily I didn't spun. That guy got spun, so that puts me into P7. I think he managed to recover from the spin, but luckily going from there. So we've got Henzo right in front of me, so for P6. So I'll just trying to be careful and then trying to get him at the last corner. Luckily, I got him this time around than I did at Japan. So fair play on that. So like that. So as we end of that one, I'm in P6. Not a bad start. Not a bad first lap. But okay on this one. As come towards turn 1, this guy just decided to go for a move, and then yeah, I managed to get. He just got a good exit. So I mean, I wasn't sure I don't know what he was doing there, but I thought he was just. I'm not sure he was doing it on purpose, or maybe he was trying to get past those two guys or something. But I mean, I was turning as usual, and I didn't know he was going to do that. I could have got him a bit more space. I could have got him a little bit of open. I could have needed him a bit more space, but luckily he's alright, so that's fine from there. As we move on to the middle sector, made a mistake here at turn 10. So yeah, so I made a mistake. I don't know what just happened there, but maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was a little bit worried for a second. So I only lost one praise, so it's not too bad, but it's okay for now. At least I'm still in the top 10, that's the main thing. So I just need to stay there till the end of the race, and then see how go from there. So trying to stay in this DRS, but still got another lap remaining. Still got another lap to go to get in this DRS. I'm okay at the moment, but just trying to recover from that mistake at turn 10. I mean, Bahrain is quite tricky on this game, so I don't know why I found it very tricky, but I just don't know why. I'm always slow at Bahrain, but I don't know what it is. I'm not sure it's the wings, the setup, the pressures, the game, or something else. I don't know what it is. It's very weird. I don't know why I'm so slow at Bahrain, or found it tricky at Bahrain. I mean, it's a bit weird. I don't know why. I don't know, it just happens really. Sometimes I snow at one track and then I'm quick at the other track, and sometimes I'm okay at the others as well. Or sometimes snow at this one or something. So I'm just trying to stay in his DRS from Sprint 99. And then those two are side by side there, but luckily they managed to recover from the spin. As we come towards turn 10, make sure I don't make a mistake. Lucky I did in this time. Just trying to play it safe. Got the DRS from this guy, so that should help me and pull me along a little bit. Down towards turn 11. I turned a little bit too early. So, trying to go wide. I left him a bit of space. Trying to avoid this curve at turn 12, because you do catch out sometimes on that turn. Well, it's only that turn I get catch out sometimes. So he's still side by side, down towards turn 14, the last corner. Managed to get ahead though, because the DRS is on the next straight. So I've managed to hold on for now. A little bit wide there, but luckily I didn't get a warning, so that's fine by me. So that's good for now. So this guy is, well, he's got DRS, so fair play. Starting to go around the outside. I gave him space, he got me space. Got a good exit though. Managed to get the inside. Got the DRS as well. And I managed to get back into P8. So not bad racing there. From, well, I can't remember his name, so Jason 0997 something. So yeah, fair play to him. So nice racing there on the first 3 turns, and fair play. Nice racing there. And also getting the first sector as well at turn 12. So yeah, we gave him space, he got me space, so it's fine. So nice racing there. I'm still fighting for P8. I'm kind of struggling, but I don't have the DRS on this guy, so but he has. Psycho is right behind me, so So I should be okay for now. I mean, he's second in the standings, so looks like he might get 1 or 2 points. Or maybe, well, he might get past me eventually. Maybe last lap or something. So I managed to hold on from this guy once again. Come towards the last cornering once again onto the final lap of the race at Bahrain. Those guys are battling for the podium spot up ahead. I mean, I wish I was up there, but sometimes it's tricky for me. So it's not easy as it looks, but you just have to work hard, don't give up, and then you'll be fine. So the video is really long, so definitely my apologies for that, because I know it is 36 minutes for this video, so the other one was half an hour, but this one's 36, so I'm doing the best I can to make it short as I can. Try to cut out the boring part. I'd like to show the whole thing, the whole find that races. I'd like to show the whole thing, because I always see some action, so when I'm in the middle or at the back of the pack, or sometimes fighting for a podium spot, it's nice. I mean, I just want to see nice on that. And then Walcott made a mistake in the middle sector. Lucky I got past him, so not too bad. That got me to P7, so I was fine with that. And I managed to get DOS from this guy, and he's got a 2-second penalty, so if I'd stay behind him in 2 seconds, I'd be P6 on the roads. I'll be P6 again, like I did in USA in the previous race. Got a warning there, but managed to hold on for now in the middle sector. Just need to stay like this and I'll be alright. Yeah, so it's a 36-minute video for this one, and I did 29 minutes, half an hour in the first one, but this one's 36 minutes, so that was definitely I mean, I'm doing the best I can with these videos. I'm just trying to do the best I can, showing you the best, and then see how we go from there. So I finished P6 on the road because he had a penalty, so I'll take that all day. So not too bad on that one. Managed to recover, but not too bad to get in the points. I'll take it all day. So this is what the results looks like. Psycho did finish 9th, and then the Rosie managed to won the race again, like I did at some other races. Not too bad though. So yeah, so my apologies for not giving him space, but on turn 1, so that's fine. Looking at the standings right now, I'm still in P4 in the standings, so looks like it's going really well at the moment in the standings. As we come towards the next race, it turns out Walcott kicked the championship leader by accident. So that means I'm P3 in the standings. By the time we head to Hungary for the last race of the day. So he didn't mean to kick him out, so he won. He was the championship leader, so he would have won the championship anyway in the 5-napper championship and that. So yeah, that was his mistake. So it turns out I'm fighting for P3 in the standings now instead of P4. As we move on to the last race of the championship and the last race of this Fidno at Hungary this time around at the Hungaroring. Got into P8 at turn 1. Just trying to be careful at turn 1. Luckily it's not too bad. So I'm still in the points. That's kind of what I need. So I'm just fighting for P3 at the moment. And me and 98 are side by side at turn 2. That was nice there. And then lost a little bit of momentum, but I managed to didn't go too wide. So I managed to hold on from this guy. So now just trying to follow these guys. Make sure I don't hit the curves at turn 4 or 5 I've gone past. Walcott went a little bit wide. And then this guy managed to go down the inside, but luckily he backed out. So it could have been 3 wide at the chicane. That would have been awkward. But luckily he backed out. And then I managed to get past for P7 on the road in the middle sector. So what I'm doing is trying to avoid the curbs at turn 5 and the turn you've gone past. I got spun a few times in these lobbies. So I'm just trying to stay with him, hoping I get P6 on the road, and should be enough for the points in the standings. So just trying to get a good exit here into the toe. Just trying to stay in the toe as much as I can, because I can get a little bit closer. So, yeah. So instead of fighting for P4, I'm fighting for P3 from what just happened earlier in the video. Kind of a bonus clip there to show you something a little bit different. What I wasn't expecting. So he didn't. I mean, Walcott was the host in this nobby, so I mean, he didn't mean to kick him out because he didn't. Well, he was alright, so he didn't do too bad. Got a warning there at turn 4, so that's fine. I'm much closer at the chicane. I thought I'd go for the move here. Luckily, he got me space, and then pushed me. He got me a little bit of space there. Walcott managed to do managed to get through there nicely, and then those two got tagged in the middle sector, so that puts me into P6, where I was since the chicane. So, I mean, it kind of made a difference, but Walcott managed to get through there nicely. So, I mean, I would have been P5 if it wasn't for that. I would have been P5 by now. But it's fine. I've got Psycho right behind me, so he's very quick. I think he made a mistake at 2 corners ago. So he was 5 temps, but now he's lost a second and a half from me. So I've got a breathing space on that 3, so I can just stay behind Walcott for the championship. And then that guy went wide at turn 1, so for 4th place in this race. So yeah, just trying to hold on, make sure I don't get caught out on the curbs, make sure I don't get any. Well, I only got 2 warnings so far. I think that was my first warning. I think I did. Oh yeah, that one's my second warning just now. In a lap, so I've got 2 warnings already on that 3, so I need to be careful not to get a 2-second penalty. And then this guy, he decided to DNF'd himself, so decided to call it a day. Decided had enough at this point, so that puts me into P5 in the race. So that's like, okay, I'll take top 5. So in this race, so yeah, it would have been P4. Yeah, P4 a lap ago, but oh well, it's fine. So now I'm just trying to hold on from... Just trying to get Walcott's DOS, and then I should be fine from there. Trying to get a good exit at the last corner. Managed to get DOS, so that should help me a little bit. Mr. Righty, M1 Righty got the fastest lap, so I think he's fighting for... I think he's catching me up on points-wise. So he just needs a fastest lap, and he may be a win. He needs a win or a fastest lap to be ahead of me, but he's not leading the race at the moment, so he's kind of second right now. Psycho is right behind me, so he's the championship leader now because of Rosie got kicked out by accident from Walcott. So Psycho won the championship in the 5-napper championship, by the way. It would have been Rosie. It would have been Rosie anyway, so I would say give it to Rosie for this one. So he's won the championship anyway, so it turns out I'm P4 in the standings. So, I mean, I'll take top 5 in the standings for this social championship. 5-nap championship. I'll take top 5 in the standings. P3, P4. I'll take it all day. Kind of the best of the rest in the standings, so not too bad. Psycho would have been P2. I think I was P4, P3. So yeah, and then it was me. That guy made a mistake. Almost like Vettel did, but not quite what Vettel did in a 360. Psycho's got the fastest lap, so it looks like he's got the extra point for the fastest lap. And that puts me to P4 of the race. So now I've got to try hold on from Mr. Psycho, ABL, a very quick driver. I also know him very well. So yeah, so just trying to hold on from him. and then I should be fine from there. It is the last lap right now, so all I gotta do is make sure I don't get a 2-second penalty, don't make a mistake on the curbs, try hold on from Mr. Cyclo, and then I should be okay for P4 on the road. And that should be enough for the points for top 4 or top 3 right now. Well, I'm kind of P4 in the standings, so I'll take it all day. I mean, Rosie did win the 5-napper championship, so in F2 cars, so it's absolutely fine. Yeah, I think he deserved the championship than Cyclo. I know he won it in the standings, but Rosie was ahead, so before he got kicked, as I'll show you on the clip earlier, but it's fine. So yeah, he did win the championship, so fair play to him. And as I cross the 9 for P4, so I'll take that all day. And that was the last race of the day, and last race for this vid mode. So yeah, so you'll see the standings at the end. I finished P3, but I'll finish P4 eventually. So yeah, so I'll get in it here. Make sure you like the vid mode, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also notifications as well for more F122. And I'll do more videos like this. Just taking a few days off, but I'm back now. Seeing the standings, a little bit different. And I'll see you guys around. Have a nice day. Enjoy your day, and for more F122. So have a nice weekend, or during the day, or like that, and see you later.